is a company that every day strives to touch people's lives.
Okay. I get it now. Without these feminine calls, I don't know how I would get people to help me through all this stuff.
It's the only BlackBerry that works this far away. Now the equipment can be ordered immediately.
It looks like I will find out what we need in China. But if I don't, I will call other 65 countries on my prepaid line.
And make things better in all kinds of ways.
Looks like we're not going to be able to make that flight to Abuja. But don't worry. Magic Plus says there's another one at 8:30.
These are my 5 special numbers.
Get more out of life with Glow.
Fashion and design is my life. I love coming to Zurich. I find inspiration on every corner. Colors, tastes, textures. Zurich is like no other city I know. It's great for stylish shopping and fine dining. It's like paradise.
It's not just the old buildings that might surprise you. Because in Georgia, even the new police stations are different. They're not made of glass so they can see out, but so that you can see in, for maximum transparency. So it's no wonder Tbilisi is one of the safest capital cities in the world. And Georgia is one of the least corrupt countries in the world.
This is a team-building game for a group of hearing-impaired sex education counselors. Later, during a workshop using visual techniques, John Meletse teaches them how to teach others about protecting themselves from HIV/AIDS. A public face for a very private anguish. When Meletse was diagnosed with HIV 11 years ago, when he was 25, it was a devastating experience which he says was a combination of his ignorance about the disease and a community unsure of how to deal with him.
I still didn't know anything. The community saw that I lost weight, and I got thinner and thinner. And they started saying, he looks like he has AIDS. I didn't know. I went home, and my grandmother got a letter. It was slipped under the door. My grandmother told me the letter, showed me the letter, and I read it. And the letter said, there was no name, nothing on the letter. All it said was AIDS. AIDS. Just that word. And I looked at it. And I said, well, I didn't know what to say with that. It was fine. The next day, I went to my granny took me to the clinic in Soweto. It's close to where I live. And I walked, opened the door, and I saw this poster with sign language. I saw there were sign language words, the alphabet. And I thought the nurses, they know sign language. They must be able to if this poster is up there in their clinic.
But they didn't know sign language, he says, and the doctor was unable to communicate sensitively with him.
And then he told me, that I need to do a test. And I said, fine, yes. He pricked my finger, finished, took my blood. And then he wrote 5 minutes on the paper. And I went, and he told me to go outside, and I wait outside. And I thought to myself, am I positive, am I negative? I don't know. I went back inside and I waited. And the doctor came back. And he said, okay, come back into my office. Let's go back into my office. And he sat opposite me. He didn't explain anything. He just wrote on this piece of paper, you are HIV positive. He just stuck this paper in my face. And I was like, me? What you're telling me is the truth? And the doctor said yes. And I could lip read. And I asked him, is it the truth? And he said yes. And the doctor told me, go now. Bye-bye.
Devastated, he chose not to hide. He's become determined to change attitudes.